All right, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? We are live. We are live over here on YouTube for the second day in a row. Changed up the camera placement just a little bit. I didn't like how close it was on my face yesterday watching it back. We are new to this, so we are just kind of trying out some different angles right now. Just let me pull the stream up on my phone here. That way I can just keep up with the questions, everything like that. Test out the camera angle. Like I said, right now everything pretty much is just a test with what we're doing. So we should be live. We should be up. Yep, there it is. All right, we are good. We are good. We are good. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to be hopping in these best ball resurrection drafts right here. And pretty much what this is it's best ball, but it doesn't start till week 6. The beautiful thing about best ball resurrection is that it lets you go back and let you correct some of those mistakes that you made in original best ball, which I don't think I'm alone saying I made a decent amount, right? And there was a lot of uncertainty going in with a lot of those drafts, everything like that. So now we're going to get a shot to correct that, okay? So we're going to hop in, right? As you guys can see, we got $51 locked and loaded in here. We're going to try to bang out 10 of these tonight. We're going to see how long we can go. As you guys, I don't know if you guys can see the time. It is 1:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to get this thing rocking. All right, and let's get this thing rolling here. Any questions you guys got, make sure you fire them away down in the chat. We will be answering fantasy football questions too, just basic stardom, sit-em, everything like that. So if you guys got any questions, make sure to fire away down below. Let me see if I can maybe bring this down just a wee bit here. Oh, don't want to do that. Yeah, okay, it's not going to work, whatever. I was going to try to bring it down a little bit to crop all the stuff out up top. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so the way we want to approach this now, like I said, the nice thing about doing this is week 1 is gone, week 2 has just started, right? Great game tonight with Chiefs and Chargers. The nice thing about doing this, the resurrections, is that we know, like, a lot of questions have been answered, right? So, like, we know right now Austin Eckler does not look too great, right? I mean, he's a good player, but based on where he was getting drafted, right? I mean, as you can see, Saquon Barkley, I mean, he's a third running back off the board right now based on his ADP, based on these best ball resurrections. I mean, Saquon Barkley was a third-round pick in best ball, right? And now he's going to be off the board, by the end of the first round. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to grab these value guys, but also guys that may not have performed very well in week 1, you may also be able to get at a much cheaper discount than you could at one point. So we're gonna see how this goes. Just gotta wait for it to fill up. We got 3 people yet. We're waiting on 3 people. If y'all are joining, if y'all are hopping in, right, make sure you guys hit the like button down below. It helps get this stuff pushed out to all the other people who haven't seen the channel yet. It's greatly appreciated. We're sitting at around 100 subs right now, so that would be that would help the channel out big time if you guys would do that. If you guys like this stuff, as we're waiting on the draft to fill up here, if you guys got any questions, just make sure to pop them down below. I'm actually gonna move my thing over just a little bit. It looks like not that. We'll leave that there. Let's move this over to like here, and we'll see how this looks then on the stream. We are waiting for 3 more people to join still. It is a little later. These may take a bit of time to fill up. Hopefully these can fill up, and hopefully we can get a draft going for everyone. That would be nice. That would definitely be nice for sure. We're actually getting people that are leaving now too. It might be taking a little too long to fill up. Hopefully we can get filled. Hopefully these drafts can get filled here. Let's go ahead and let's look at how many people actually go in these drafts. So it's a draft size of 12, 18 rounds. So it's best ball. It's best ball pretty much. Here are the prizes, right? You guys probably can't even see these because of where my camera's at, actually, now that I think about it. But I mean, first prize gets 100K. So I mean, the awards aren't nearly as big as like regular best ball and stuff like that. We're just gonna keep trying to see if we can cherry pick our way into these. It looks like it might be tough to get filled on these at this hour. Looks like it might be a little tough, but it is what it is. We'll make sure we get it filled. I would like to get at least one of these in tonight. So if we queue some guys up, like I said, we got to wait for 4 more people to join. So these might be tough to get filled tonight. We'll see. We'll see what we can make happen. But I mean, obviously, if you have the first pick in a best ball draft, I mean, you don't want to overthink it. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, I would think is the number one guy. You could argue Justin Jefferson too. Justin Jefferson was a guy that I was actually reaching on. I was reaching on Justin Jefferson big time, even before the season started, because I knew Kevin O'Connell was going to Minnesota. I knew he was going to want to throw the ball there, and I saw what he did with Cooper Kupp, and I thought, well, Justin Jefferson he's much more physically talented than Cooper Kupp. So I was like, okay, let's put 2 and 2 together here. Let's look at what he did with Kupp, and now look at the receiver Jefferson is. Think about how much more creative he can get with a guy like Jefferson instead of Cooper Kupp. And that was my thinking. And I mean, if you guys look at the production that Justin Jefferson had, I mean, 11 targets, 9 receptions, 184 yards, and 2 TDs. I mean, goodness gracious. These drafts are going to be tough to fill, it looks like, at this time. Yeah, I mean, we keep leaving, and it just keeps throwing us back into the same lobby. What's the difference between a keeper league and Dynasty? Keeper league is you only get to keep a select few people at the end of every single year. A Dynasty league, you get to keep everyone. And you just do a rookie draft. Man, I would really like to get some of these done, but it's not looking good. Let me go check out Fantasy Flock real quick. Let me go check out his stream, because I believe he is doing these best ball resurrection drafts. Or he was doing them, at least. Yeah, he was doing them, and he was getting filled. He was getting in there. He's still got 1,000 people watching. Hopefully, maybe we can get a little bit of that crowd over here when he cuts the stream. I don't know why we can't get in these, though. That's kind of annoying. Alright. Let's see if we can just maybe time one ending or something like that. It keeps throwing us in the same one. Waiting for 6 people. Waiting for 6 people. We may just have to end up doing some weekly drafts. I don't really want to do that. I would much rather prefer to do one of these one of the best ball resurrection drafts. I think these are much more fun than doing the weekly ones. But if that's what we got to do, we will do that. We'll give this a couple more minutes here. Let's go ahead and it's back out again. Yeah, I mean, best ball resurrection, yep. Maybe take a look at some other options here. Now, I mean, like I said, we could just do the Battle Royale week 2, but we already have a good amount of those. So, I mean, let's just keep popping in them, see if we can get lucky, see if we can start filling up. Not waiting on 6 people still. Waiting on 7 people. Yeah, it's going to be tough to... Bro, you can't tell me that this is the only lobby to get thrown into. It's looking like it is. It's looking like we are not having much luck getting filled on these here. Because we're the only one in this lobby. Let's do a Battle Royale. We'll just bang out a Battle Royale real quick for $5. These get filled very quickly. Let's do one of these. We'll do a Battle Royale. So this is the Week 2 matchups. Okay, this is not Best Ball. This is just Week 2. So it's kind of similar to DraftKings, okay, except there's no salary. So there's no salary involved in this. It's the same draft format and everything like that. There's 6 people. I believe there's 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, and a flex. Yeah, so 6 rounds for 6 players. And we are on the board first. So like I said, he's my most drafted player, but you don't want to overthink it. We're going to go JT. And it says the draft is on. It says, but it's not letting me. I don't know what it is when you do it on the computer. At least on mine, the clock just bugs out for whatever reason. Like the draft board and everything just kind of bugs out. Like it says I'm on the clock right now. Let me pull it up on my phone. Yeah, it says the draft starts in 13 seconds on the phone. Can I join on your drafts? Yeah, bro. You gotta just try to time it though. We don't have enough people in here to really do any like private drafts or anything like that. But yeah, if you want to though, go for it. If you want to try. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this is something we want to overthink here. Jonathan Taylor, great matchup. He's probably going to be my most owned player this week, which I'm fine with. If you own a guy like Jonathan Taylor, if you own a lot of him, overweight on a dude like that, I mean, you can't complain. You cannot complain being overweight on a guy like Jonathan Taylor. So we roll with him first. He has a great matchup. We have so much Jonathan Taylor, though, this week. I mean, just good Lord. So what do we want to do here? We're going to have back-to-back picks then coming up. What would be a team? What would be a player we would like to go with? We could look at different matchups. Oh, man. I think someone like... We've gone double running back so much lately, and I think at the spot we're going to be picking at, it's going to be tough to go with double running back. We'll see. We will see who falls to us. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of difference in these drafts this week, which I mean usually would like to have. See, here's the thing too with these drafts, with these weekly ones. Like you wanna pick the best players, but you also want to be different too. Because if you're too similar, right? If every single draft you're picking the same people, I mean, you're like, yeah, if that lineup does really good, right? You're gonna be sitting pretty, right? But if you don't have enough disparity in your lineup, right? Enough uniqueness to it, you're not going to stand out from the crowd. One person's going to be over-owned in the entire draft, and it could screw you. What does we match your first deposit up to 100? So, like, if you... so I used... what's it called? I used Fantasy Flocks. I used his, so I'll just shout his out. It's if you just use promo code FLOCK, F-L-O-C-K, if you just use that, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you'll have $200. So we're on the clock here. We took Jonathan Taylor. I mean, Javonte Williams falls to us here. I mean, he would have had such a good game last week if he didn't fumble at the goal line. I mean, we're gonna go with Javonte again here, and then we get the back-to-back pick. Who do we want to roll with at this spot? I don't know if I want to go Michael Pittman. Really don't know if I want to go Michael Pittman there. We may look to go with a wide receiver. Whatever. We're going to go Michael Pittman here. Good matchup. Good matchup, so we'll roll with Michael Pittman. Good matchup, so we shall roll with Michael Pittman. So far we've got Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams at RB. We got Michael Pittman with our first pick. I'm not going to pick Matt Ryan. I'm definitely not going to go with Matt Ryan to try to just, stack everything up. I feel like that's not the best way to approach it. So we are up again in 7 picks. All right, we're up again in 7 picks. Who could we look to go with? So we're set at running back, right? CeeDee Lamb is someone that's going to be very, very. He's not going to be owned much at all this week. So CeeDee Lamb could definitely be someone interesting. No question about it. So the picks are coming up here, back-to-backs. We have 2 running backs. We need 1 more receiver. So the 2 running backs are going to be our flex. So we need a receiver, a tight end, and a quarterback yet. Receiver, tight end, quarterback is what we need. So we could look to go with another quarterback here. Maybe we go. I already have a Mike Evans. Maybe we can go Terry McLaurin just to get a little bit of difference here. We'll go Terry McLaurin. We'll draft a tight end here, but then we'll end up drafting Carson Wentz in that last round just to get a something unique, right? We're going to go Tyler Higby here. He had 11 targets last week. Right, hopefully he can just fall into the end zone at one point for us this week, get that same volume. Just trip into the end zone. He trips into the end zone. I mean, you're sitting pretty. So, like I said, this is one of those lineups where we're just kind of trying to be different. Did Carson Wentz... I was about to say, there's no way Wentz got drafted already. So we're going to have a Carson Wentz, Terry McLaurin stack. This is going to be something different. I mean, Detroit's defense did not look very good. Pick Juju. I cannot pick Juju because this is this is only Sunday's games. This isn't best ball. This is just Sunday's games. The 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock slates. So I can only pick players who are playing in those games. So we're going to go with Carson Wentz here at this spot. And the reason why we're going with Carson Wentz is because we have Terry McLaurin at wide receiver. So we're going to try to get that unique stack. I don't think that's going to be a very popular one this week. So we are going to do that. Trying to be a little unique. Carson Wentz. We got him. Alright, let's see if we can hop into a best ball resurrection now. See if we have any more luck with this. Still waiting on 7 people. Nobody is doing these right now. Do you know any promo codes for DraftKings? I do not. I do not know any promo codes for DraftKings, my guy. Unfortunately. If I did, I would help you out. But I don't. Still waiting on 7 people. It's going to be tough to do. Going to be tough to make happen. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So it's not going to work out. I'm going to cut the stream here, right? For the people that did stop by, I appreciate y'all, and have a good night.